If you have watched our show over the last, 6 months or so, chances are once a month you've gotten used to seeing the good folks from Dalton Distillery on the show. Well, Raymond Butler is back this morning, and today he's not only promoting his moonshine, but also a great event Margaret Thigpen is a part of with the Dalton Visitors Bureau. Good to see you both.
Good to see you.
This is the first event, hopefully it will become an annual one, called?
It's called Moonlight and Moonshine. Yes, it's an inaugural event thanks to our partnership with the Moonshine Distillery, and it's at the Tunnel Hill Heritage Museum and Historic Railroad Tunnel. So we're excited.
So I was in downtown Dalton, a week or two ago. I was part of the Dalton Little Theater, a show they were putting on there. It is a charming downtown, and I didn't have time to venture out and go into some of the more historical areas where the residential areas are.
Right.
But you're talking beautiful, beautiful homes.
Yes, absolutely. And the downtown is growing and getting busier all the time. So we're excited where the growth
is happening.
Yes,
It's
absolutely.
always fun when you can celebrate things in your own hometown. John Martin, Raymond, recently featured you with the fun you had with your 3 Raymonds and the 3 Raymonds across the pond.
That's right. That's right. It was great. Yes.
Did you get a lot of response from that?
We did. We've got a lot, and nobody can really believe it either yet.
So have they asked you for some notes on how you do yours versus when you were talking with them? Did they do vodka only? Because I know you do the vodkas, or do they also do moonshine?
They do a couple others, vodka and I don't know, maybe gin.
Okay, that would make sense.
Right.
But they don't do moonshine.
No.
You do the moonshine.
They call it something, but I mean, John, he tricked them into talking like we do.
To say y'all.
Tennessee and Georgia,
Yeah.
y'all, or something.
They didn't do it nearly so
But,
well.
it was great, but since then, Chuck got an email from a guy that he actually served, a British guy that he served with in Iraq,
Really?
and
Wow, that's
So,
interesting.
it is.
So let's talk about the moonshine you brought today. We're ushering into fall, and you always do such nice flavors with your different liqueurs, if
Yes.
you will. What's
Now,
this one?
This is apple pie. It's got everything in it your grandma put in her pie.
Did she put
But
the whiskey in
we're
too?
going to use it at the
At the event?
Yes.
So how's it going to work? I know you're going to let us sample a little bit of that, Raymond, but how does the event work, Margaret?
So the event is, like I said, it's inaugural, so we'll have 3 stations. It's going to be a little history and mystery of North Georgia wrapped into an evening of moonshine tasting from our locals. And then you'll have dinner under the stars, entertained by live band, the Wolfhounds.
Okay, so when you say history and mystery, is there a tour that goes on, or is it a presentation? I made you open that and you weren't planning to.
I forgot about it having the
Having the thing on there.
seal on it.
We'll wait patiently. Margaret and I will talk.
Yeah, we'll watch. So yes, Connie Scott Hall is going to do some history tours. We'll start at the tunnel, and then we'll have the general store, and then we'll have some history on the Clisby Austin home that's out there as well. So that's where the history and mystery come into play. And in the general store, that's where the Moonshine Distillery will be doing their tasting of moonshine. The apple pie is going to be one that they're going to feature. And then, of course, they can't sell their moonshine there, but they'll have certificates that you can buy and then come to the store and redeem to pick up.
So when people come to the distillery, Raymond, how does it work? I know you tell me this every time you come, and we're going to remind you that Raymond has a lot of fun letting us sample this when he's here. It is just a sample. Cheers to you.
Cheers.
But he would be the first to tell you always to drink responsibly and never get behind the wheel. But when people come and they tour things at the distillery, can they buy a little sample?
Yes, sure. Well, we'll give them a sample. And if they like it, then we'll sell them one, because we don't want to sell them something that they don't like.
Right. Now that one's a hot one. This is a cinnamon one.
This is cinnamon.
So I'm going to taste my grandmother's apple pie. That's the plan? You do. You do. I still don't understand how you managed to pull this off and have it be so smooth. Doesn't it shock
It
you,
is.
Margaret?
It does, absolutely.
It is just
Yes.
completely unexpected. With moonshine, does it have to age, or what's the process?
Well, we age a lot now, but we don't have time to age much of it. We've got quite a bit in barrels. It's getting better every day, but we really don't have time to age much of it.
Because you're so busy, people
That's
want
right.
it.
Yeah.
Okay, and when you put it in a barrel, what kind of a barrel? Like an oak?
Oak barrel. Mhm.
Okay. So when you go down for Moonlight and Moonshine,
Yes.
it's happening.
October 12th.
Okay, tickets are on sale now.
Tickets are on sale now. You can purchase them online at visitdaltonga.com, where you can also find more information on the event, or
Okay.
you can purchase them in person at the Tunnel Hill Heritage Museum or at downtown Dalton at the Visitor Information Center.
And as a way to remind you that it is a 21 and over event, the tickets are cleverly $21.
Yes.
And the monies raised are going to go back into maintaining the beautiful heritage center that you have, right?
Right, and to help us hopefully put on another event of this kind.
So people can bring some money to purchase basically a gift certificate that
Yeah.
they'll then redeem at the distillery.
Right.
Is that right?
Right.
All right. So cheers to you.
Yeah.
Here's to ushering in fall. And did you want to talk about this little guy here?
This is new. It's one of our shot glasses. I think we can fill this up when you leave, and you can take it with you if you like. It's the
There's
only
nothing
one.
to spill.
Yes. I think it's pretty neat.
I think it is too.
Yeah.
Cheerio, Raymond.
Yeah.
That's what they would say across the pond.
Yeah.
You can go ahead, as Margaret mentioned, it's called Moonlight and Moonshine. Tickets are on sale now. If you go to visitdaltonga.com, you
Yes.
can buy them online, $21, or just pay them a visit live and in person and get your tickets that way.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
Great, thank you.